We're back home at Hanlon Field underneath the Friday night lights, and this is the 9th game of the season. They go fast, and along with Coach Ken Schweitzer, I'm Bobby V. Back at the station is Winnie Ransdell, and up on top of the broadcast booth is Lloyd Kirby, and he's going to stream this game live to you. I want to thank all our fine sponsors before we get going, and Coach got our work cut out for us tonight. Triad, for all of you out there, the high school there is in Troy, and there's two other cities that feed in, and that's St. Jacob and Marine, along with Troy, and that's why they call it Triad. Yeah, Triad. The Triad Knights, they come into this action 6-2 tonight, Bob. They play out of the Mississippi Valley Conference. They're down in Madison County, so a couple-hour bus ride up here, all on Interstate 55, so not a bad trip. The Triad, is, as we said, is 6-2. They've got a big squad. They've got size. They've got some speed, and as you said, the Railers are going to have their big job tonight to try to contain them. Rail Splitters come in at 4-4. The last time they had 5 victories was back in 1985, so it is a big game. Lincoln's got a chance to win their 5th ball game night. Triad comes in with 6 wins and 2 losses, and Coach, the field in excellent condition, 50 degrees Fahrenheit at game time, and a little breezy out there, but I don't think it'll affect the passing. Yeah, not too much, I don't think, and I think, as you said, it's a big game. Of course, Triad has already qualified for the playoffs at 6-2. The Railers are hoping to qualify, but to do that, they first of all have to get a win tonight. They certainly do, and at this time we're going to stand for our national anthem. From Hanlon Field tonight. We're at home in Lincoln, and what do you think, Coach? We're about 250 yards from out the back door of Lincoln Community High School. Yeah, it's a hike to get up there, and in my day, we went up there at halftime every game, and now they got the luxury of having a place right next door here, so they don't have to make that trek. But yeah, it's way up the way there, but we're in good shape here, and as you said, the weather perfect for football, a little cool for the fans, but they're dressed appropriately and ready for it. Triad's brought a group of fans over on their side, so it's hopefully for a good competitive game tonight. Well, before the game, we got to see the future. The kindergartners through that was 8th grade, cheerleaders and players, 150 strong, and as Coach said, we'll see how many make it out here to play on Hanlon Field. So, Coach, it's time to check tonight's list of the game, sponsored by Me Realty. Check the listings at merealty.com. If you're looking to purchase a new home, and when it's time to sell, list your home with Me Realty. And here's Coach Schweitzer with the list of the game. Well, number one for the Railers tonight, they have to stop the run. That's the bread and butter of this Triad night team. They like to run the ball, and Lincoln has to find a way to stop them, and that's going to include their secondary. And I got this straight from the coach. The secondary has to do their
reads and come up and support the run, but also defend the pass. So a tough job for them tonight. Number 2, run the ball efficiently. The Railers have to run the ball themselves efficiently, get first downs, keep possession of the ball, throw the ball when they want to, but not when they have to. So that's a key to keep getting the ball moving down the field. Number 3 is eliminate penalties. They did a good job last week of that, although the first 7 weeks of the season they had a tough time, but last week they were down to, I think, 4 penalties only. So that's a key for tonight. They have to play a clean game, play with passion, I think, out there, knowing that this is a big game for them and for the program.
October 22nd, 2021, and it's Lincoln versus Triad. And here's the officials for the game: Eisfelder, Roberts, Mosley, Cunningham, and White. And that'll be the men in the striped shirts, and they're out there at midfield. And, Coach, as you said, I believe we're going to receive the kickoff.
Yeah, Lincoln, Triad won the toss, and they deferred, so the Railers are going to receive to start this game, and they're going to be heading to the south toward the scoreboard end of the field.
Up on that offensive line for the Rail Splitters tonight, the guys that got the start at right guard, Hayden Allen. He's a senior, playing his last game here at Hanlon Field. One of the captains, also a senior. That is Evan Maynard. He's a senior. He's 6'1" and 210. Also up on that front line, he's a junior. The center, Ryan O'Donohue. And the right tackle is Evan Wackendorf. He's a sophomore, so we'll get to see a lot of him for the next 2 years for the Rail Splitters. Of course, the quarterback is Elijah Polis. He's a senior. Scotty Batten, one of the wide receivers, a senior, a sophomore. Trey Schilling. And the running backs tonight are going to be Isaac Decker, a junior, Keon Carson, a sophomore, and Tony Gandolfi was chosen as one of the captains tonight, and he had a great game last week, Coach. Tony Gandolfi wears the number 18. He's a senior, 6 foot 180, and we expect him to have another great night tonight.
Yeah, he scored 4 touchdowns last week. He carried the ball 20 times for 173 yards, and Lincoln is going to need the same thing from him tonight. There's something close to that would be nice. The Railers he's one of the leading rushers. The other leading rusher, Keon Carson, he's carried the ball for 624 yards and 7 touchdowns.
So the Rail Splitters tonight with the white helmets, the green jerseys, the white numerals and the white pants, and the Triad Knights, they go with the white jerseys, the red numerals, and the black pants. So it's going to be a great one tonight. The Rail Splitters, of course, a lot of seniors out there. 12 of them will be playing throughout the night, and their last night here at Hanlon Field, and you know they're going to give it their all.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to take, and not only from the seniors, but from all the others too. This is a winnable game, but it's not going to be an easy game, and none of them are. And so the Railers are going to have to, like I said earlier, play with some passion out there, and just realize it could be the last game of the season if they don't win it.
And of course, Coach mentioned the list of the game to you, and that's very important. The Railers have got to follow those points, and that's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. And for the kickoff, as for the last 9 games, or for the 9 games this year, Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Call 217-735. That's 217-735-2422 for Chicago Street Rentals. Perry Weinbrenner and his crew out there to help you out. Back for the kick, it's going to be Keon Carson and Isaac Decker. Decker wears the number 13. Keon Carson wears the number 24. His brother, Kanai Carson, will be up in front of them, about 10 yards in front of them in case there's a short kick. Also, Scotty Batten's out there, one of the guys that might be able to catch the football, along with Jaden Ledley.
Bob, we've had one common opponent, but between these two teams, Troy Triad, they beat Mattoon in week 1 on a 26-13 score. The Railers won a thriller against Mattoon here at Hanlon Field, 35-14 in the middle of the season.
So like opponents, we've got a chance. Joseph Dom, one of the guys out there on the kickoff team for the Rail Splitters, he's a sophomore, wears the number 54. Also out there, one of his teammates out there, number 12, Darren Stevens for the Rail Splitters, wears the number 12. And kicking off for Triad. That will be number 42. I believe that's Donnie Becker. It's going to kick it off for the Triad Knights. And here's the boot from the 40, and we're underway, and the long kick is going to come down to, that's who took the ball. I think that's Isaac Decker. It was. Both players came together. Keon Carson and Isaac Decker, they kind of faked me out, and Decker took the football, and it's going to be Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first down for the Rail Splitters, and Decker brought it out to the 20-yard line.
Bob, we're just looking at their schedule too, and we also had another like opponent, and that was Jersey, and this Triad team beat Jersey 38-13 a couple weeks ago. The Railers, of course, lost to Jersey 32-16.
The long trip to Jerseyville. Out of the shotgun, Elijah Polis hands it off to Keon Carson, and he goes around the left side, and he picked up some yardage there, maybe a couple of yards before he was taken down along the Triad bench, in front of the Triad bench.
6 for the Railers.
4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters. Nice little run, good opening run there for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, I think he was looking like he might have wanted to cut up there, but there was no place to cut up, so he kept going wide, and as you said, Bob turned it up and picked up 4 on first down.
Elijah Polis wears the number 7 for the Rail Splitters. He's done a great job as he's quarterbacked the last 2 seasons for the Rail Splitters. Out of the gun, man in motion, hands it off to him. He wants to make the turn. Nice block there, and you're right, Coach. Fights for the first down, but not quite there. I believe that was Isaac Decker. It was Decker off the bottom of the pile. Going to be short of a first down, but he got a good block, as you said.
The block was from Gandolfi. He kind of blocked back on a guy that was about ready to make the tackle, and a great block there sprung him for that extra 5 yards.
Tony Gandolfi, as I said, one of the seniors, got chosen as one of the captains tonight, and that was a nice gain there. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Gandolfi plays all parts of the game to perfection. Polis out of the gun, man in motion. Hand is off to Gandolfi, and he's got a first down and more. Gandolfi's forward motion took him to the Triad 36-yard line, where it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down as they move the chains, and a nice series of plays for the Railers there, and that's the way I like it to get this game underway.
First down.
Well, anytime you need a yard or two, that's the guy to give it to, Tony Gandolfi, and he picked up 6 on that and a first down for the Railers.
Very methodical on that first down. 10:27 on the first quarter clock as the Railers come to the line of scrimmage. Polis, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the snap from O'Donohue. He's going to keep it himself off the left side, and he picked up a few yards there. May have got 2 or 3 off the left side. Polis will do that. He'll fake the handoff to Keon Carson. He'll keep the football.
I tell you, this defense for Triad, they remind me a little bit of Muhammad Seymour. They're not quite as aggressive, but that's the word on them, is they're going to be aggressive and probably stun a little bit tonight, so the Railers have to be able to contend that.
Forward progress to the 38-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. Polis out of the gun. He's got Gandolfi behind him, the wing formation. Keon Carson goes in motion. He rolls out to his right, throws it up ahead. Got a man wide open at the 40, 35-30. Gonna go. That's Jaden Ledley in for the touchdown for the Rail Splitters, and they lead it 6-0. Great pass play from the 38-yard line. That is a 62-yard strike. Elijah Polis to Jaden Ledley. And Coach, he was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open, as you said, Bob. It was a great fake on the inside, you know, when you think team's going to run, and then he made a great fake, rolled to his right, and found the wide open receiver and then he just raced to the goal line, beat any defenders for the touchdown.
Jaden Ledley wears the number 22 for the Rail Splitters. A lot of times he'll line up as a tight end, and he got himself wide open. Lincoln going to go for the 2-point conversion. Polis up under center. O'Donohue snaps it, and he's going to keep it, throw for the end zone. It looks complete. He dropped it.
He had it. Had a chance.
Had a chance in the end zone, so Lincoln will hold the lead 6-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
2-point attempt incomplete.
Down there was a 62-yard strike from Polis to Ledley for the first 6 on the board. And our kickoff sponsor is Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735. Keon Carson going to kick it off. Keon waits for the whistle. The official yet to the sideline. Now he's there. And here we get ready to go. Keon going to boot it away from his own 40. Gets a nice end-over-end kick. Received at about the 14 to the 20, up to the 25, at the 30, still on his feet along the sideline, and finally ran out of bounds. May have made it up to around the 40-yard line. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds.
21, Ryan Hazelwood.
Yeah, I think he's nice, just short of that, but they had a nice little wall there for him to run up the right sideline on their sideline, and they moved it back now. He must have stepped out of bounds, Bob, because it's only on the 30.
18-yard return.
Wow.
33.
Ryan Hazelwood on the return for the Knights of Triad. Lincoln Rail Splitters lead at 6-0 here early with 9:27 on the first quarter clock. Tight formation. Quarterback up under center. Man in motion. And he may have kept it. I didn't see a handoff. And that's a good gain there on the first play from scrimmage for Triad. That was the quarterback, Nick Funk, with the football, and they spotted at the 38-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup there, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for Triad. Clock continues to run. 9:03. Nick Funk, the quarterback. Comes up under center, looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he's ready to go. He's got a man in motion. And that man makes it up out of the left side. One man to catch him to stop the touchdown, and that's Keon Carson. He broke wide open up to the 35-yard line, and that was Jackson Buck on the run. 5'9", 175-pound senior. He got some good interior blocking there, and a big gain there for Triad at the 35 of Lincoln.
Triad has a big interior line there, Bob. They average 246 pounds, and they just blocked it down, and he had good running room.
1st and 10 for the Knights. Up under center. Man in motion. And they hand it off right side, and the Rail Splitters stack him up quickly. Nice job of that Lincoln defense up on that front line at the 35-yard line.
They looked, gave a kind of an option look there too, Bob, and they gave it to the dive man. He went straight in, and Railers were able to stop him right there at the line of scrimmage.
Up on that line, front line for the Rail Splitters, Evan Maynard is the nose guard tonight. The defensive ends are Wyatt Mommen and Evan Walkendorf. Man in motion. Now he goes back. Now another man in motion. Long count. Now he stands up to look to his coach on the sideline. Nick Funk tried to pull us off sides there. Rail Splitters, good discipline, didn't go for it. Now Funk will come back up under center. And he hands off left side. Another good job of the Railer defense there, as those big guys on the front line shut it down. Walkendorf, Mommen, and Maynard. The linebackers tonight, the inside linebackers are Peyton Johnson and Tate Johnston. The outside linebackers are outside linebackers Tony Gandolfi and Darren Stevens.
Triad doesn't huddle, Bob. They just come to the line of scrimmage and look to the sideline for the call. They got plenty of time to get a play off.
3rd and 7. He looks like Funk.
There you go.
Good job of the Rail.
I think the ball's loose, yes.
They knocked it loose. Darren Stevens says, we've got it. And yes, we do. I didn't see who pounced on the ball. Well, I'll be able to tell here in a second. They slapped him on the side of the head, whoever got the fumble.
I think it's 21.
Batten. I thought it was Batten.
Oh, was it?
Maybe not, yeah.
Scotty Batten, I thought it was Tate Johnston, but you may be right.
I mean...
Either way, the Railers have possession.
We'll take it. 1st and 10 Rail, so that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's really the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 after the fumble. O'Donohue up over the football. Polis out of the gun. He's got Gandolfi behind him out of that wing formation. Got a man in motion. Hand off Gandolfi. Keeps his feet moving. He will not go down. He's got the student body wrapped around him. And now somebody for the Knights grabs it and takes it into the end zone for 6 points. Touchdown Knights. They just grabbed it out of the arms of, I believe that was Gandolfi off the left side, and that's a touchdown for the Knights. A shocker there as we went off the left side with the football. Had some yardage, and then it was just taken away by the Knights for 6, and we're tied up 6-6 all of a sudden with 7:01 left in the first quarter.
Well, Gandolfi was fighting for extra yards in there, Bob. He didn't have much initially, and as he kept fighting, they kept grabbing for it, and they finally pulled it away. There was no whistle to stop the play, and they ran it in for the touchdown.
And now Nick Funk and the Knights looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now another player's coming on. I guess they're one player short. No, now they've got a guy in there to try and kick the extra point. That's Donnie Becker. There'll be Funk on the hold. Donnie Becker, here's the kick.
Blocked.
And it is blocked, so the score will remain 6-6. Rail Splitters and Knights. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Railers are wearing pink socks for breast cancer awareness tonight, and they were a donation from Dr. Kristen Morrow.
Team for the Railers out there, Coach Gavin Gibbons. He's a senior, 5'9", 170. And everybody on deck tonight for the Rail Splitters trying to pull this victory off. Tied up 6-6 right now. And kicking off for Triad, that's going to be number 12 in there to kick off for him. That is Roger Wolf. Wolf also plays I believe he's one of the wide receivers, Roger Wolf. He'll kick off for him, and back for the Railers are Decker and Keon Carson. Roger Wolf will kick it off. Chicago Street Rentals are sponsors for the kickoffs. A high, long kick. And Decker's got it at the 10 up to the 20. Looks for running room at the 25. Stays on his feet. Nice gain to the 30, 35-yard line. Isaac Decker with a nice run there. Coach got some good blocking in the middle of the field there.
Yeah, there was a couple. There might have been an initial hit there as he got to the crowd there, but then, as he said, he broke a tackle and got it out to the 35. Good field position.
That'll be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. Good field position to start this drive at the 35-yard line. Rail Splitters in the green and white tonight. The 9th game of the season. Polis, the lone man in the backfield, waits for the snap from O'Donohue. Hands off Keon Carson. Looks for running room and not much there. Looks like he was taken down for a loss.
Jeez, blow a whistle. Oh, I'm sorry.
He stutter-stepped and looked for an opening there, and there just wasn't anything there. Hopefully, if we get the forward motion, it's going to be around the 34-yard line. Loss of a yard.
Well, you called that right. He went down the line there, and there was just no place to turn up. There's too many white shirts, and they stopped him. Then he drove him back about 15 yards, and it took forever to get a whistle. 2nd and
11 for the Rail Splitters. Schilling split here to the near side, Batten on the far side of the field. Polis out of the gun. He's got Gandolfi behind him at fullback. O'Donohue snaps it. Going to pass it. And it's tipped away. It was blocked out of the air. He tried to pass it to the, I believe, Batten may have been the intended receiver over there, but that ball got batted away.
Well, they're big up front. They got some big players up front, and somebody got a hand up and knocked it down before it get to his destination. So it's 3rd and long now for the Railers, and it is a passing situation.
Deep in their own territory. This is a big play for Lincoln here at the 34. Definitely a passing play. Let's see if we can get Jaden Ledley open again like we did last time. He was wide open on that touchdown play. Pull this out of the gun. He's got Keon Carson in the slot here on the near side and a man in motion. Here's the snap. 3 receivers out here. And Polis in trouble. Throws along a sideline and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Isaac Decker, but the pursuit on Elijah Polis was relentless. He had 3 men chasing him, and he had to unload it.
Well, there was great penetration there to begin with, and he just didn't have any time to find anybody open. And as you said, he was rolling to his right and getting chased, looking for somebody downfield open. Nobody was, and he threw it to the sideline, and it was out of bounds.
So Lincoln going to have to punt it away on the 4th and 11 at their own 35-yard line. That'll be Isaac Decker on the long snap to Jaden Ledley. Ledley, the man that scored the early touchdown for Lincoln. Here's Decker. There's the snap. It's high. Ledley goes back, makes a nice catch on it, and now he calmly boots it away, end over end, across the 50, across the 40, across the 35, rolls across the 30, and finally down there at the 28-yard line by Scotty Batten.
Well, that wasn't the first time this year, but he did a great job, Ledley did, of catching a ball that was up over his head. He looked like an outfielder going back on that ball, and then he turned. There wasn't a lot of pressure, thank goodness, and he took his time and then got the kick away.
He did. He got some good blocking after he went back and made that catch, and he just calmly stepped up, and he's been a good punter all year. 1st and 10 now for the Knights at their own 28-yard line. 5:48 on the first quarter clock, and it's tied 6-6. Rail Splitters Knights. Nick Funk on the long count. Man in motion. Now he turns, hands off, along the sideline, and he's going to go all the way. That's going to be a touchdown for the Knights. Along the sideline, he went all the way. Nobody stopped him. Got some good blocking there, and that was Jason Randall. Randoll. He's a junior, 5'9", 165, 72-yard touchdown run by Jason Randall to give the lead to Triad 12-6 with 5:36 on the clock, and that didn't take very long at all.
Well, one play, and we talked before the game how explosive they were on offense, Bob, and that was just an example right there. If you don't tackle them and play tough defense, you're going to suffer, and that's what happened on that play.
Wolf will attempt the extra point. There's the snap, the placement, the kick, and it is through the uprights, and now the Knights lead the Rail Splitters 13-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Chicago Street Rentals are kickoff sponsors for the Rail Splitters, and Donnie Becker, that's going to be Wolf going to kick it off, the guy that kicked the extra point. Wolf going to kick it off, and of course Decker and Keon Carson back there for the Rail Splitters to receive it. The Knights in black, red, and white on the road here against the Rail Splitters. They came in at 6-2. The Rail Splitters at 4-4. They trail it by 7. They need a drive here, Coach. 5:36 on the first quarter clock. And here's the boot by Wolf, and he just a short little pooch there, and the Lincoln players got it at the 30, stays on his feet, tries to cut it upfield, and he makes it to the 35-yard line. We'll try and pick up who that is. Jaden Ledley. Ledley, the young man that scored the touchdown, did a good job of garnering that kick, and it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 35-yard line for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, that's where this last drive started too, Bob. So, getting good field position to start drives, just have to do what we did that first time we had the possession, and Lincoln needs to move down the field and get some first downs.
Batten will split it out wide to the left. Tight formation for the Rail Splitters on the near side hash mark. Keon Carson in motion. Polis rolls out to his right, throws it across the middle to Gandolfi, and incomplete.
That's intended for Gandolfi.
Gandolfi, the intended receiver at the 40-yard line, so now it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Rail Splitters at the 35-yard line.
Well, that was a catchable ball. It might have been just a little off behind him, maybe, I don't know, but he had a chance to catch it, and he just couldn't hang on to it. It would have been about a 5-yard gain, and minus any run he might have got after the catch.
That was a perfect call on that play. Just a quick little pass for 5 yards, but we didn't get it. Schilling split here to the near side. Keon Carson in the slot on the near side. Polis out of the gun. Now Keon goes in motion, and it's a reverse, and that is Decker. He's still on his feet. Up across the 40 to the 42-yard line goes Isaac Decker. Man, he is one tough customer, Coach.
Well, he turned a disaster into a big gain. That was a double handoff there in the backfield. First to Carson, then to Decker, and the ball went on the ground. Decker kept his cool and picked it up and turned upfield and got 7 yards out of it.
at the 42. 3rd and 3 for the Rail Splitters. Polis has got the play, goes into the Railer huddle in the red and green. And this time Decker will split it out wide to the left side. Batten here on the near side. Gandolfi, the fullback. Here's the snap. Polis throws it across the middle, tipped, and it was tipped up there at the line of scrimmage, and it was dangerously hanging in the air out there around 2 or 3 Knights players, but they couldn't catch it.
I think his target was Keon Carson coming across the middle, but you said there was 4 white shirts there defending it, and it was a little high throw, and Carson got a hand on it, almost tipped it into the defender's hands, but fell incomplete.
4th and 3 for the Rail Splitters. Are going to punt it away. It'll be Isaac Decker on the long snap to Jaden Ledley. Both of them are juniors. Decker, the 42-yard line, he'll snap it. There's a snap, a good one this time to Ledley. He gets it away quickly, had to, but another nice punt by him. Fair catch called at the 29-yard line, and Wolf was there to catch it. Called the fair catch. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line for the Triad Knights.
Yeah, he had some pressure on that punt too, Bob, coming untouched from the outside, and just got it away and got it nice and high and got a good punt out of it.
When you're cruising down to Springfield, you see that sign for Troy, and then you'll see the sign for those little towns of St. Jacob and Marine, and that's what makes this team up, the 3 towns, Troy, Marine, and St. Jacob. Nick Funk up under center. 1st and 10. Man in motion. Pitches it to him. Out of the backfield. On the right side. 1 man to get him. 2 guys wrapped him up. That was Kenai Carson over there.
Scott Batten made the initial hit out there, Bob, and did a nice job of not letting him get to the outside. Scott stayed right with him and made the first hit there, and got a little help.
Good job by one of our 4 captains tonight, Scotty Batten. He always plays a tough football game. 2nd and 4 now for the Knights. Up around the 37-yard line. Man in motion. Nick Funk hands it off. And they're going to get a nice run out of that one across the midfield stripe into Lincoln territory. And that's going to be a 1st down if the Knights are going to mark it right at the 50-yard line.
13-yard pickup, and they just get behind those big linemen, and the defenders, Lincoln's defense, has a hard time finding the ball carrier and then making them stop, and they're getting big yardage on every play.
3:50 on the 1st quarter clock. Knights come to the line of scrimmage. We knew this would be a running night for them. Nick Funk on the handoff at the 45 and up close to a 1st down. Decker, one of the guys in on the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
Number 11, Jason Randall, the ball carrier.
Randall, the ball carrier for the Knights.
Isaac Decker and a couple of Railers.
Isaac Decker with a nice job there on the tackle, but it's going to be 2nd and 1 now at the Lincoln 41 for the Triad Knights. They lead at 13-6 here early. You're listening to 96.3 FM. We're streaming live. Nick Funk up under center. Man in motion. He hands it. No, he kept it himself, and now he's stacked up for a loss. Nick Funk kept the ball, and then he was surrounded by 3 Rail Splitters.
Yeah, I think that was a blown handoff or something in the backfield. I'm not sure what he wanted to do, but he wound up holding the ball himself, and the Railer defense came across and stopped him for a loss of a couple yards.
Tate Johnston was the first guy there for the Rail Splitters, one of the inside linebackers. Now it's 3rd and 1 for the Knights. 2:33 on the 1st quarter clock. Funk up under center. He hands off, and the Rail Splitters, another nice job. They stacked him up and knocked him back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob. The Railers done a great job so far tonight stopping the middle. It's when they get to the outsides when they've been getting big yards. So sets up a 4th down and maybe a punting situation.
That was Justin Wackendorf in there, a senior. Was the first guy to hit him hard, and then he got some help. Good job there by Wackendorf, and now Keon Carson back deep for the Rail Splitters.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Justin Wackendorf's first start at the defensive end position.
Here's the snap, and here's the punt.
It's a nice one.
So long. We saw him warming up.
Go in the end zone.
And it's going to come up Shoo. That's going to be deep in the Lincoln territory. We stopped them defensively, and now we've got our work cut out for us offensively, deep in our own territory, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, it was a nice punt and a nice roll. He put it up nice and high and got the back roll on it, and not much the Railers could do about it. It's going to be out to about the 8-yard line with 1:41 left here in the first period.
That was a Chicago Street Rentals kickoff there. The Rail Splitters first and 10 at their own 8, as Coach said. Polis out of the gun, the lone man in the backfield. He's got the snap. Keeps it himself off the left side. Polis has done that this year. He sees an opening. He just fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's out around the, 14-yard line. Looked like a 6-yard pickup, Coach.
Yeah, nice first down play, and teams have scouted us, obviously, everybody does, and they know that Keon Carson's one of the main weapons, and so they respect that, and he fakes the handoff there and keeps the ball and makes a nice 6-yard pickup on first down. 2nd
and 4 for the Splitters, batting wide to the left, Schilling here to the near side. Gandolfi, the fullback. Here's the snap to Polis. Throws it quickly out in the flat, and he's got a man out there. We'll check and see who. Isaac Decker was in the slot, and he got a quick pass, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. Very nice design play there, Coach.
Yeah, just a nice 9-yard pickup there after the run. Just a quick pass. Polis just gave it to him, and he made 9 yards out of that.
Ball at the Lincoln 23-yard line. We're in the red. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Triad leads Lincoln 13-6. Here's the pass out again in the flat. And not much there. It may have been a loss there. Almost a lateral out there as we threw it over to the sideline. That was over to Keon Carson.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard on that. As you said, Bob, they had it covered well on defense. They were right there to stop. He had no chance to run. He made a nice catch of the ball, but nowhere to go.
2nd and 11 for the Rail Splitters at their own 22-yard line. 20 seconds left for the quarter. It looks like we're just going to let it run down as Polis stays on the sideline talking to the coaches. And after 1 quarter of play, the score is going to be Lincoln Rail Splitters 6 and the Triad Knights 13, and we'll reverse ends of the field. When we come back in 30 seconds, we'll have some more Rail Splitter football for you in the second quarter. You're listening to Lincoln Rail Splitter Football along with Coach Ken Schweitzer. I'm Bobby V, bringing you all the calls here for Railer football here in the 9th game of the season. There's 12 minutes on the clock to start the second quarter. Coach, the Rail Splitters trail at 13-6, but they're on the march here.
Well, they picked up a couple first downs here, and they're trying to get out from deep in their own territory. So just a steady movement of the ball and keep the possession away from Triad. We said before the game that they had explosive running game, and we've seen it already.
Ball at the 22-yard line of Lincoln. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Lincoln has gone to the passing game, and let's see if we can get it to work here. Rail Splitters going to line it up at their own 22-yard line. They'll run out of that wing formation. Polis, the quarterback, Batten, and here we go. Well, this is a new kind of a lineup here, Coach. Polis out of the guns, got it, throws it out to Keon Carson. He's just going to try to run along the sideline with it, and he's knocked out of bounds there, but he got a nice pickup.
That's complete too.
We've seen teams kind of line up for extra points in a formation similar to that, and when the defense adjusts to it, then you go back and kick it. But yeah, that time they threw it behind the line there, and he picked up. He got out to what, about the 28.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Rail Splitters as we start this second quarter. Another another big play for the Rail Splitters to keep it going. Schilling split wide to the right. Decker in the slot. 2 receivers here to the near side. Now that is Decker goes in motion. Now Polis has got it, and it's blown dead. They throw a flag.
Penalty flag on the play.
Illegal procedure against the Rail Splitters.
Railers 5-yard penalty.
So it'll make it 3rd and 10. They'll back it up to the 23-yard line. Lincoln trails at 13-6.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't have here when you had it 3rd and 5. Now it's 3rd and 10 with that penalty. And I'm not sure if somebody moves on that, Bob, or if it's the man in motion turns up slightly too soon. It's one or the other usually.
3rd and 10 at the 23. Decker in the slot on the right side. Polis has got the snap. He looks, and now he's going to throw it up ahead, but not much of a chance there. He had some tough coverage on him. He tried to throw a low pass to Scotty Batten. He tried to go for it, but too much pressure on the quarterback, Polis.
And rolling to his left, it's just hard for a right-hander to throw that way and put anything on it, and that was the case there. He threw it down, skipped into Scotty Batten's hands there, but it was an incomplete pass.
Isaac Decker going to snap it, the long snapper, to Jaden Ledley. Ledley back around his 8-yard line, waits for the snap. Here it is. It's a good one. He gets it away. Nice kick, end over end. Wolf's got it. He's going to try and run with it. Round the right side. They try to cut him off, and they run him out of bounds. Deep into Lincoln territory. It's going to be Roger Wolf. We'll see where they spot it. Are they going to say the 40?
40-41, but yeah, he made a nice catch here on the punt and didn't fair catch it and took off running and picked up at least about 10 yards on the run.
1st and 10 for the Triad Knights at the Lincoln 41, and the defense is going to have to hold again. Nick Funk, the quarterback. He comes up under center. Waits for the snap. Man in motion. He's got it. And running back's taken down. Looks like he got about 9 yards out of that one.
It looked like Tate Johnston on the tackle there, and but not before they explode. They explode out of that backfield and got it down to the 32.
Tate Johnston having a good night for the Rail Splitters.
Pick up 9, second down.
Now 2nd and 1 for the Knights. Funk comes up under center. He gets down real low. Hands off. No, good job by the Rail Splitters. Jaden Ledley, one of the guys there for Lincoln.
20, Jackson Buck, the ball carrier.
Jackson Buck off the bottom of the line.
By Wyatt Momman and Tony Gandolfi.
Wyatt Momman and Tony Gandolfi also there.
Yeah, they just quick they make some penetration there. They're quick to the ball and stop him before he can get any momentum.
Now it's 3rd and 1 at the 33. Funk looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he goes up under center. And the Railers, nice job. A loss there.
That's Gandolfi again.
And Wackendorf was there too. Good job by the Rail Splitters. Justin Wackendorf.
It's a loss. That's back to about the 37-yard line.
4-yard loss, so now it'll be 4th down.
Funk on the keeper and brought down in the backfield by Tony Gandolfi.
Tony Gandolfi, you called it, Coach.
4th and about 6 now for Triad.
They're not going to punt, I don't think. They're looking for a signal, and they haven't brought in a punter yet.
Now they're going to, looks like an eye out of the shotgun. Funk's got it. He wants to throw, pick it off, and it's caught.
Touchdown.
In for the touchdown they go. And that was Giuliano Sigliana. Giuliano Sigliano wears the number 80. He's 6'4", 190, and a senior. And that was a surprise there, Coach. After all that running, they throw the passing play, and they get the 6. So that's going to make it 19-6 in favor of the Knights with 9:46 left in the half.
I believe that's their first pass of the game, but you might have suspected with a 4th and 5 there, and they made a nice pass, and he broke open from the defender and was in for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. It'll be Funk on the placement. Roger Wolf on the extra point kick, and it's through the uprights, and that'll make it Triad Knights 20 and the Lincoln Rail Splitters 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Special teams for the Railers. He's a senior. Also, number 33, Owen Grant, the young sophomore, out there on the kickoff team. Our kickoff sponsor, Chicago Street Rentals, out there on 1909 North Kickapoo. Roger Wolf will kick it away. Back deep for the Railers are Isaac Decker and Keon Carson. Justin Wackendorf in there on the kickoff team for the Rail Splitters. And there's the whistle, and Roger Wolf and the Knights are ready to go to kick it away from their own 40-yard line, brought to you by Chicago Street Rentals. Here's the approach and the kick by Wolf. And this time it's going to be Keon Carson at the 14, up to the 20. Evades a couple of tacklers, stays on his feet, and gets out to across the 30-yard line. Keon Carson would not be denied, Coach. Broke 2-3 tackles, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down.
That's a nice return because, as you said, Bobby, he had a couple of white shirts right there on him shortly after he got the ball, but broke a tackle and then kept driving his feet, got out to the 31.
9:39 on the second quarter clock. Lincoln trails at 26. They need to put some points on the board this time. Batten here to the near side. Schilling on the far side of the field. Polis out of the gun. Got a man in motion. Gives off Tony Gandolfi left side, and he bulldozes ahead as he usually does. And he's out to the 35-yard line. 4-yard pickup there for Tony Gandolfi and the Rail Splitters.
That's Gandolfi's second carry of the game there, right there, Bob. And he picked. Well, I guess he had one other one when they ripped the ball away from him.
2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. O'Donohue will snap it to Polis. Man in motion. That's Keon Carson. Looks for the turn, spins, and he's wrestled down. Just got across the 35 to the 30. No, little extracurricular activity at the 36-yard line, but nothing bad happened there.
Their secondary did a great job of coming up and reading that play and coming up and making a stop. It looked like he was going to have some running room as he turned the corner, Bob, but then the safety, number 27, I don't have his name, came up flying up there and made the stop for actually a loss of a yard. They're on a 36, give him one.
3rd and 5 for the Rail Splitters. Polis out of the gun in that wing formation. He bobbles it. And does he get back on it? I think he did. He was trying to hand it off to somebody, and he just lost the handle on it.
In the backfield, recovered by Polis.
Polis recovers the ball. And now Tate Johnston back out on the football field with Kenai Carson. Justin Wackendorf, as we'll get ready to punt it away. Ledley will be back to punt it away. Isaac Decker on the long snap. Three guys back there to help extra blockers on the punt. Here's the snap. He's got it. Boots it away to Roger Wolf at the 40. Wolf, 35, taken down on a nice tackle there, taken down from behind. That was Kenai Carson. Decker came over to help out, but Kenai Carson was the guy that got a hold of him that stopped the forward momentum. 1st and 10 now for the Triad Knights at their own 48-yard line. 7:43 on the second quarter clock. Lincoln trails at 20-6. You're listening to 96.3 FM. We're streaming live to you. Lloyd Kirby up on top of the press box doing that. Winnie Ransdell back at the station bringing it to you on the radio. Here come the Knights on the near side hash mark in front of the Lincoln fans. Nick Funk will come up under center. 1st and 10. Their own 48-yard line. Man goes in motion. A long count, and now a penalty on the play. And let's see who that's assessed against.
That's on Triad. That's a motion penalty on Triad. It's going to go back 5 yards.
To the 43-yard line, so now it'll be 1st and 15 for the Knights. And they come back to the line of scrimmage, as Coach showed you before. No huddle. They look to the sideline to get their signals.
I looked over the sideline once and only saw a few players and thought I knew they had more than that, and they're all grouped together there. That may be the defensive unit down there.
And here we go. Funk up under center. 1st and 15 at the 43. Now he's going to try and pass. Airs it out and a little bit long, and that was the intended receiver out there was Giuliano Sigliana, and that's the guy that got the touchdown. He's a big guy. He's 6'4". He had the step on the rail splitter, but the pass was long, so now it's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Knights.
6'4", 190 pounds, and you're right, Bob. He's a lot taller than our safeties back there, and the ball was just slightly overthrown. Otherwise, he'd have had another one.
So here we go, 2nd and 15. Ball at the 43-yard line. Out of the gun. This time, he's going to keep it himself. Let's get him. Got him. No.
Fumble.
There's a fumble. We got it.
I don't think they're going to give it to him.
They're going to say his knee was down.
Yeah, he was down.
And I didn't have a chance to see who was on that tackle. It looked like a tackle that would have been by Gandolfi, the way he was whipped down to the ground. Looked like his style of tackling. That's what made the fumble.
Yeah, I didn't see it either when he hit the ground, but he was down. I guess they called him down. And so it's going to be 3rd and long now. A big play by defense and force a punt if they can do it.
That was a 3-yard loss back to the 40. So that's 3rd and 18. Funk up under center. The Railer fans getting into it. Funk back, wants to pass, throws it up the middle, pick it off. No, Roger Wolf catches it for a 1st down. Surrounded by 2 rail splitters, Wolf went up and made the catch at the Lincoln 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. Nice athletic move there by Wolf.
Yeah, absolutely. A good throw and a good catch. And the Railers defended it fairly well. They just, when you're outside there and their receiver can go up and make the play, it's pretty hard to defend.
Had him surrounded. 6:44 on the second quarter clock. Lincoln trails at 26. The rail splitter defense has come up to the call tonight. Let's see if they can do it again here at the 35. They're going to run out of the gun. Nick Funk waits for the snap. Hands off to his fullback off the right side. He's at the 30, the 25, and a nice tackle. Open field tackle there, and that was by Isaac Decker. And now a late flag. There was some extracurricular activity going on in the backfield.
Brought down by Isaac Decker and a flag at the end of the play.
Nice open field tackle there, Coach.
Yeah, a good tackle there. They had some linemen way downfield blocking, and I'm not sure what the call is going to be, but I'm sure it had something to do with that.
Officials talking it over back there.
You know, those are big kids too, and they're getting downfield, so they're doing a good job offensively blocking. I don't know if this call is going to be against.
Holding.
It's against them. It's a personal foul.
Personal foul, so that'll be 15 yards.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark it off at the point of the infraction at the 24-yard line. So the official makes the long walk, and he's walking up to the 39-yard line of Lincoln.
15-yard penalty at the end of the play.
So the Knights backed off to the Lincoln 39-yard line. 1st and 14 for Triad, 6:19 on the first half clock.
As you said, a good open field tackle there, but he had big yardage before the tackle, but at least they got the stop on him, and then the penalty came after the play was over.
Yeah, you look at those linemen down there, 67 and 75, big guys for Triad. 1st and 14. They're getting the chains set up again.
I think the coach from Triad wanted a little explanation of what was going on out there, and he got it.
And there's the whistle. We're ready to go again, and the play clock's underway.
They had the 1st down on the play, so they've got a 1st down now after the penalty.
Nick Funk out of the gun, 1st and 14. Got the snap. Hands off to a nice tackle there.
That was Walkendorf.
Justin Walkendorf on the tackle, the
nice
senior.
Job.
Came in from North Carolina this year. He and his brother.
Just a 1-yard pickup. But, yeah, he's playing defensive end, I think, for the first time this year that I can recall anyway, Bob, and did a nice job of coming in and making the stop.
Good, tough player. 2nd and 9 at the 38. Up under center now, Nick Funk. Pitches it in the backfield. He's got some good blocking, but he's taken down before the 1st down marker, so it's going to be a 3rd down for the Knights. He's got about 8 yards out of that. So it'll be 3rd and penalty, a late penalty. after the play was well over, a late penalty flag goes up into the air.
Their left guard,
Flag on the play.
Ben Hartman, 6'4", 260-pound senior. He was just blocking someone all the way to the sideline. And the running back put his hand on his back initially to follow him. Lincoln made a stop after about an 8-yard pickup, and I'll see what the flag is.
I wonder what happened, Coach, if that's was from the sidelines or something that happened on the field.
Against the Railers.
Against Lincoln.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a first down for the Knights.
Personal foul against the Railers.
Yeah, you get a break like that when they had one, and then you turn right around and give it back for the same reason. That's
march that penalty all the way up to the 16. You're right, Coach.
Not smart football, though. We don't know what happened, but it appears that...
First and 10 on the 16-yard line for Triad.
5:29 on the first half clock. The Rail Splitters trail it 20-6. Funk looks to the sideline to get his play. Now he goes up under center. First and 10 at the 16 for the Knights. Man in motion. Funk hands off. No, he kept it and he's tripped up. He'll try to keep it sometimes. Fakes the handoff.
Yeah, it looked like he should have gave it. they get a nice push off the line of scrimmage. Those linemen, I'm impressed with. They've got size, but they're kind of quick too, Bob. And they get downfield. They've got a pretty physical front line.
I thought that was Darren Stevens, and it was. Where's the number 12? He's a sophomore. Nice tackle there by Darren Stevens. Second and 10 at the 16. Funk under center, this time with a man in motion. This time he gives it to him. He's in the surge up the middle of the field, across the 10, where he was taken down.
He gets behind that line. He's just hard to find him, first of all. Finding the ball is part of the issue, too, for the Railer defense, But when you're trying to look past those big linemen, got to find who's got the ball before you can tackle them.
So it's going to be 2nd and 2. At around the 9. Funk up under center. And here's the handoff to the outside. One man to trip him. No. For the end zone. Good. 6 points for the running back for Triad. And that was Hazelwood. Ryan Hazelwood took it in for the touchdown, so that'll make it 26-6 in favor of the Knights with 4:14 left on the second quarter clock.
So Railers had a couple shots at him there in the open field, but couldn't make the play, and he took it in for the touchdown. And Railers are getting into a bad position now.
Roger Wolf with the extra point kick. That'll make it 27-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Roger Wolf is good.
And tonight the Triad Knights playing some good football, Coach. They come in with a record of 6-2, and all of a sudden here in the first half it's 27-6 with 4:14 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, the Railers scored first to go up 6-0, Bob, and we were kind of excited. It looked promising, but the ground attack here of the Knights from Triad has been pretty impressive.
Roger Wolf going to kick it away. Brought to you by Chicago Street Reynolds out on 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Perry Weinbrenner and his crew with all the construction equipment you need to get the job done. Decker and Carson back for the Rail Splitters. Decker wears the number 13, Carson's number 24. Here's the approach and the kick by Wolf. It's an onside kick.
Get to it.
And we got to hurry up and get to it.
Oh! I think I'm not sure who got it. Several people had a chance at it. I think the Railers are on it.
They got on a good job. I didn't see who got on that football.
No, I couldn't see either. I was way on the other side. And interesting that they're onside kicking here with a 21-point lead, but you do what you want to do, and Railers were fortunate to get it back.
And that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters at their own 32-yard line.
I think they got to figure that to have a chance to even stay in this game, they can't give up any scores, and it'd be great to get one of their own now for halftime.
Polis out of the gun, far side hash mark. He hands it off, and a nice run there. That was Keon Carson, and he's out to the 38-yard line. So this is a 6-yard pickup on the first down for Keon Carson.
What he did that time is he turned up quickly, Bob, instead of going clear wide, stretching it out. He turned it up, and that's got him the 6 yards.
Polis out of the gun, 2nd and 4.
Oh, he fell down.
Now he gets back to the 36, so a 2-yard loss there for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, not sure what the play was. A little bit of a high snap, and he got it, but then he slipped and went down on the 34. So a -4 on that.
Polis slips in the backfield at the
ball at the 34-yard line.
3rd down and 8 for the Railers.
3rd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. Big play here. Polis out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right. Now he throws it out in the flat to Keon Carson. Looks for running room and nothing there. A nice tackle made there by the Triad Knight.
Pass complete to Keon Carson. Brought down by Sam Wheeler.
Sam Wheeler on the tackle for Triad.
Kind of a bit of a screen or a sideline pass there, and with some blockers out front, but not enough blockers and too many defenders, and got stopped on the on the 28-yard line.
Jaden Ledley going to have to punt it away for the Rail Splitters. The Isaac Decker on the long snap. 3 extra blockers out there for the Rail Splitters on the punt. Here's the snap. Ledley's got it, kicks it away, sidewinder on the right side, gets a good bounce for the Rail Splitters. Zigzags to the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Triad Knights at their own 35-yard line. And another nice punt by Jaden Ledley.
Rolls it at the 35.
I don't know if you noticed, Bob, he's getting some serious pressure from the outside on one side, and the Lincoln 3 up-backs, they're not even paying any attention to him. They may have to do that if he gets any closer, because he dove just in front of the punt just after he got it off.
He's like Superman. He just quickly gets that punt off. 1st and 10, a minute 56 left for the half. Funk up under center. Man in motion, and they try the surge up ahead.
He keeps it.
And he keeps it. 1st down and more along the sideline into Lincoln territory goes Nick Funk. Looks like the spot's going to be at the 46-yard line of Lincoln, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights as they move the chains in a minute 48 left for the half. And Triad Knights lead the Lincoln Rail Splitters 27-6 here in the first half.
It was that tackle over
46-yard line, 1st down, Triad.
Trying to see who made that tackle over there. That Scott Batten, I think. Scotty Batten over there, a little shook up over there on the sideline, but he made a good tackle. He's back in there.
1st and 10 at the Lincoln 46. Hand off to his tailback. He gets across the 40 to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's pretty with a minute, just under a minute and a half. The Raiders got to keep him out of the end zone here.
Under the 37-yard line, pickup of
Ledley goes back in for the Rail Splitters. One of the Rail Splitters in on the tackle shook up. He had to go to the sideline. That might have been Tate Johnston. He's all right. He just got an equipment malfunction there. 2nd and 1 at the 37 for Nick Funk and the Knights. He's got the snap. Oh, he wants to throw now up the middle.
Oh, that's incomplete.
Incomplete. That was the intended receiver there was Wolf, and incomplete.
I thought he had it for a minute there, and it was going to be a spectacular catch, but the ball hit the ground.
Pass is incomplete.
52 seconds left for the half. 3rd and 1 now for the Knights at the Lincoln 37-yard line.
You get the feeling that they can get the yardage on the ground anytime they want to, and Railers have done a nice job on the inside defensively.
Funk waits for the snap. He's got it. Now he wants to throw.
And now he's broken loose.
almost looked like
He's got a lot of running
Now
room.
he's at the 35, and he's taken down.
Isaac Decker on the initial hit.
And then it was Johnson to finish him off.
He had a lot of running room there as he rolled to his right and looking for a receiver.
1st and 10 now for the Knights with and the clock keeps running. 39 seconds. They adjust the chains, and here they go again. Funk up under center. Man in motion.
He is.
Hands off.
Got a blocker
11.
in front.
Nice deception there. And a touchdown saving tackle there right before the end zone. A lot of deception there in that backfield, and they finally handed off in a wide open field on the wide side of the field.
Yeah, and if you notice, he had, where's my list there, that big, I lost my, number 75, here it is.
6'7", 275.
Yeah, out in front blocking for him, and I'd like to run behind a guy like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't run anymore, but...
I won't tell anybody. Timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Lincoln Rail Splitter football from Hanlon Field. 21 seconds left in the first half. The Triad Knights lead the Rail Splitters 27-6. It's 1st and goal for the Knights at the 2-yard line. Nick Funk comes up under center. Long count, man in motion. He's just going to keep it himself. He's in for the touchdown. 33-6 Knights with 17 and a half seconds left on the first half clock. That big line up front, Coach, all he had to do was hang on to the football and ride him on in there.
Yeah, that was a pretty simple, just straight ahead, and the Railers couldn't do much about it. And another touchdown, and
Funkel, he's got the placement here, and Roger Wolf will attempt the extra point. He's pretty good at it. There's the kick, and it's through the uprights, and now it's
Roger Wolf's extra point is good.
Knights 34, Rail Splitters 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. David Morrow out there on the kickoff team for the Rail Splitters, along with Hayden Gelner. Also out there is Owen Grant. Justin Walkendorf's out there for the Rail Splitters. Back to receive are Decker and Carson. And Wolf will kick it away. And this is the Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. 1909 North
Bob.
Kickapoo.
Last time they onside kicked it, so you got to watch out for anything.
Oh, yeah. They'll try anything. They lead it 34-6. Roger Wolf, a big part of this team, will kick it away from his own 40-yard line. And this time, Decker. And he does a good job.
Made a little fake there, like he was pitching to his other back guy there, and nice little
The 33-yard line, first down Railers.
And that's going to be Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first down for the Rail Splitters of 33 with 10 seconds left on the clock here in the first half.
Basically one play here. Don't lose the ball and go in at halftime and try to regroup and find a way to slow down that offense of the Knights and generate your own.
O'Donohue up under the football. Polis out of the guns, got the snap, throws it to Isaac Decker. Decker looks for running room and nothing there. A nice tackle made by the Knight for the Rails. I think that was Donnie Becker on the tackle for the Knights.
He's a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore, and he's a good-looking football player.
Rail Splitters take a timeout with 6 seconds on the clock. They're going to run one more play. They trail at 34-6. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Rail Splitter football on a Friday night under the lights, along with Coach Ken Schweitzer. I'm Bobby V, and this is our last game of the year, Coach, and it's been a fun season.
Yeah, a quick season, a fun season, and we were hoping for maybe another one, but it's not looking too promising right at the moment.
O'Donohue out over the football. Lincoln took that timeout. Polis, no doubt, going to run a passing play here. He's got the snap. He's got some time. Oh, here comes the pressure. Stays on his feet. First half is over. Still stays on his feet. Throws it away. He just throws that away. That's all he could do. Looked like he was on ice skates out there as there was two guys chasing him, and he all he could do was just keep his balance to get rid of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure from the Knight defense, and they're an impressive team here, Bob.
So Goose Eggs on the board for time, and that ends the first half with the score. Triad Knights 34 and the Lincoln Rail Splitters 6. We'll be back after these messages from our fine sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Raylette dance team under the direction of Gene Meinersagen and Chloe Cox. Again, ladies and gentlemen, your Raylette dance team under the direction of Gene Meinersagen and Chloe Cox. gentlemen, welcome your marching railers back to the field. Marching railers are under the direction of Mr. Nigel Range and led by drum major Maura Gowan. Tomorrow, the band will travel to Western Illinois University for their final field show competition. Please wish them luck. Tonight, the band will be performing their full competitive show, City of Light. The show is based on French classics such as Infernal Galop and Farandole. And stick around, there will also be an encore performance after the game, so you can watch the seniors perform one last time. Drum major Maura Gowan, is your band ready?
Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night, and a beautiful night for football. Here at halftime, the Triad Knights lead the Lincoln Rail Splitters 34-6. And the last game for the Rail Splitters and also the band members here participating, the cheerleaders too. And sad night in a way, but life moves on, and a good experience for them in participating here at Lincoln High School, Coach.
No, absolutely, for everybody that's involved, and including parents too, who put in a lot of time supporting their young adults, their children here. And this game started out great. We thought we had high hopes going in. possible playoff on the line, and we're not writing it off totally yet, but down 34-6 at the half is not looking too good. The Railers scored first, as we said, starting on their own 20-yard line, and took 5 plays, and they scored on a 62-yard pass from Elijah Polis to Jaden Ledley, and the extra point was no good. And then Triad took the ball. They got the kickoff and came down and fumbled away, and Lincoln looked pretty good at that point, starting on their own 33-yard line, ahead 6-0. But on the first play, a fumble of their own, they took the ball away from the ball carrier and ran it in for a touchdown. Missed their extra point. It was 6-6 at that point, and then from there on, 4 more touchdowns for Triad. Put the ball almost out of reach, 34-6. Still have a half to play.
And Coach, a good showing by the fans. About 70% full on this side. Of course, they've got their stocking caps on and their big coats and their sweaters and their hoods, but nice showing. And with this score at halftime, it's still nice that they're staying here. Nobody's walking out.
Oh, no. They're not going to leave, especially when they've got young kids out there on the field, and they're playing as hard as they can. They're just outmanned at this time. Triad's one of the better two or three better teams we've seen that we've played against all year long, at least in my opinion. And they just Railers are having a hard time competing in this game.
Coach, that early strike by the Rail Splitters, as you said, and then Triad just pretty much took over the game. Is there anything that we have? The list of the game, we don't want to worry about that, or should we?
Yeah, we could talk about that briefly because things aren't going quite. The first one was to stop the run. We knew that Triad coming in was a good running team with the ball, and so one of the keys, the first key, was to stop that, and unfortunately, we have not been able to do that very well. Number 2 was for us offensively to run the ball efficiently, and to be honest, we haven't done that very well either. We've I don't have the exact total here, but we've only got about 35 yards on offense on the ground, and so that hasn't worked out very well yet. And then number 3 was to eliminate penalties, and we've only had penalties twice, but one was a big one, a personal foul that they had just had a personal foul and cost them 15 yards, and we turned around and gave it right back to him, and so that wasn't a good thing either. But I think the kids are playing hard out there. It's just, unfortunately, we're outmanned physically, and, they started the game with only one player playing both ways for Triad. They had a squad we counted up on their roster, 66 players, and, for a school of 1,157 kids, they had 66 players, sophomores on up on the roster, and so they can do that. They can go both, two platoon football, and Railers, on the other hand, they've got quite a few kids that play both ways, and the squad isn't quite as big.
And Coach, tonight's halftime show is sponsored by Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. When it's time for the best deals on new and pre-owned vehicles, turn to Logan County's #1 leader in sales and service, Grau Incorporated, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444. That's 217-735-4444. Or go online to grauinc.com. And I can attest to that, Coach. I bought a 2010 Chevy pickup truck a long time ago. It's got 202,000 miles and a great deal from Grau Incorporated. It's still rolling. I've hauled a lot of firewood and a lot of kayaks in it.
I bet you have, and that's low mileage, isn't it, Bob?
It certainly is, yes.
200,000 plus.
202,000, yeah. Hey, and tomorrow morning, catch the Cheap Seats Saturday morning sports show tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Scheduled guest, of course, is Rail Splitter football head coach Matt Silkowski, and he'll have a nice interview to wrap up the season for the Rail Splitters, and those guys do a great job out there Saturday at 9 a.m. I'm not sure where it's at this week, but it's on WLCN 96.3 FM. And then after that, don't miss the Illini Guys Sports Spectacular show. This week's guests include the radio voice of Illini football and men's basketball play-by-play announcer Brian Barnhart. That's the Illini Guys Sports Spectacular, Saturdays from 10 a.m. to noon on WLCN. And that's 2 nice programs to pick up on our head station, 96.3 FM, who brings all the broadcasts of Lincoln Rail Splitter football for you in these 9 games this season. the Rail Splitters down in the locker room getting ready to come out, and they usually make some good adjustments down there. And as you said, Coach, the defense did come up with some big plays this first half.
They did a good job stopping the runs between the tackles and getting some tackles for losses. But it's once they get to the perimeter and off tackle plays, that's where they've got some running room and they've gotten some big yardage. And then they haven't thrown a lot, but they've been effective. The one was for the touchdown, and a couple others got them first down. So they're multifaceted. They can run and they can pass.
And don't forget the 411, that's WLCN's free weekly newsletter. I'm getting it on my phone, and they tell you about all the things to do with Halloween in the city going on this week, and that's nice to know. Right now, the Knights coming back out on the field. We're going to take another timeout, and then we'll be back with the second half of Lincoln Rail Splitter football. Both teams out going through their warm-ups here, getting ready for the second half, and the Rail Splitters walking out on the field, getting ready to go to kick the ball away to Triad. They lead at 34-6. That is Triad. And Triad, well-disciplined team, Coach. We're impressed by their warm-ups they go through.
Yeah, they do it on their own, and they just a classy looking group out there.
Keon Carson going to kick it away for the Rail Splitters. And, of course, all season long, our kickoff sponsor has been Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Call 217-735-2422. Lincoln Rail Splitters ready to go. Triad yet to come out onto the field. They've gone through their warm-ups. Got to get 12 minutes on the clock to get ready here to get it started. And that looks like what they're doing. I'm checking out the guys over on the scoreboard. They got to get things ready in a hurry as Keon Carson gets ready to kick it away. Now they're set. Here's the approach by Keon. He kicks away, and nice. One of his better boots of the year to the 10, to the 15, out to the 20, to 25, 30, 35, and up at the 42-yard line before the fine run. And it may have been a flag right there at the end.
Brian Hazelwood on the return. Out near the 40.
Hazelwood on the return, and I guess there wasn't a flag. Maybe they were just marking where the ball was at.
Yeah, he did go out of bounds.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Triad Knights. And we'll just wait to see where they spot it at. They're still moving the chains up. I don't think they've really decided yet. Looks like it should be about the 41.
41 or 42 is where they got the one stake. Oh, my goodness.
I've never seen this before. These guys...
It's the chain.
You got to move that back chain up. Or are they calling a penalty?
Yeah. You called it right. There was a flag over there. That's why they haven't moved.
Okay.
They're waiting to see where the ball is going to be.
Personal foul against Triad.
I started to question myself there whether I was seeing things or not. Personal foul is 15 yards back.
I do that all the time for you, Bob.
Yeah. That's at the 25-yard line. We'll take that.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Triad at the 25. And the football team isn't out there yet. They're over on the sidelines talking it over.
There's a big first series for the Railer defense, Bob. They need to find a way to make a stop here somehow and limit the offense of Triad so they can get the offense, get their offense on the field and move the ball.
That's right. Lincoln's a veteran team. They know what to do. They just got to do it. Here's the snap. And the Lincoln they busted out on that left side. Taken down right across the 45-yard line.
On the keeper.
Nice gain there as Nick Funk kept it. That's pretty deceptive. He's got 3 good running backs back there, and then he just keeps it himself.
Well, you said it in the first half, Bob. He gets real low there behind his center to take a snap, and it's hard to see him. It's hard to see what he does with the ball initially, and that's part of the issue for the Railer defense.
43-yard line, 17-yard pickup, first down. 17-yard
pickup, and that's out to the 43-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Triad Knights there.
Now they huddle up.
First time they've huddled up tonight.
What was that?
I don't know.
Something hit me in the head.
It did?
I thought so.
Here's the play.
You got him.
They got him in the backfield. Nice job there, wrapping him up. And good sportsmanship. The Lincoln player helps him up.
On the keeper.
That's Walkendorf.
Justin Walkendorf, the senior, just got to play one season here at Lincoln. He wears the number 23.
On the tackle.
And as Coach told you, he's playing defensive end for the Rail Splitters. Gandolfi's the other defensive end. Got a 4-man line up there. And it's pretty tough to root out. There's a handoff. I saw the handoff there. And he's got a first down and more. The tackle made by Peyton Johnson for the Rail Splitters.
11, Jason Randall, the ball carrier, brought down by Peyton Johnson.
Randall, the running back. 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Lincoln 44-yard line.
Ball down to the 44-yard line, first down.
1st and 10 for the Triad Knights. And you said it, Coach, in the pregame. They've just got that grinding running game.
Yeah, they can get, even when they have a no gain or a loss on a play, they can get a big yardage on the next play and makes it tough on a defense.
Nick Funk, wing formation, man in motion, hands it off to him on the right.
There's
Good
a nice
job
play.
there. Nice tackle. That's Scotty
Scotty
Batten.
Batten, great play, Scott Batten. Yeah, he played off a block and made a nice open field tackle.
21, Ryan Hazelwood.
2-yard loss. The 46, Hazelwood was the ball carrier. And
Second down and 12.
nice open field tackle there by Scott Batten.
Batten's been one of the leading tacklers for the Railers from his secondary position all year long, and just showed us why right there.
And I believe he's signed a letter of intent to play football next year.
Yes, he did.
St. Francis, where's that located?
Joliet.
Joliet. 2nd and 12 for the Knights. Nick Funk up under center. Man in motion. He's got the snap. Hands off. Left side. And the Railers knock him down before he gets a first down.
11, Randall, the ball carrier.
This is a case in point. They lost a yard on the last play, and this time they turn around and pick up 10 of those yards back.
And that was Scott Batten again on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Back-to-back tackles. Tate Johnson also there. Pickup of, looked like 8.
8, yeah.
3rd down now for Triad. 2 down territory, 3rd and 3. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here they come. Nick Funk gets down low, under center. And he's going to keep it himself. Fakes that handoff, keeps it himself, and he's inside the 30-yard line, the 29, where it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Knights again, with 8:42 left here in the third quarter. Eating up a lot of time, just methodically marching it downfield, the Triad Knights.
Yeah, and the Railers can't do a whole lot about it, unfortunately, Bob. They also, besides that big line blocking for them, they've got backs that come in and block also, and just outnumbered to some extent there, and outsized, obviously, and Railers doing the best they can, but it's a uphill battle.
Funk went to the sideline that time to get the play. He's got 2 wideouts. Wing formation, comes up under center. And they come around there on the handoff on the right side. Down near the 20-yard line.
Hazelwood, the ball carrier.
Hazelwood, the ball carrier. Isaac Decker in on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Justin Powell also over there for Lincoln. Where's the number 5? He's a senior.
Lane Marner Smith. You help me with that pronunciation.
I think I had it figured out before the...
75. It's fun to watch him. He's 6'7", 275 pounds, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's got a senior brother playing.
Yeah. But
it looks like
he's
Mana Smith.
Yeah, he's impressive out there. Just the way he moves. He moves. He's good, and he's got the size.
He's even directing traffic out there. Evans up under center. Hands off, right side to the 10-5, touchdown. They take it in from 21 yards out. And that was Ryan Hazelwood. Hazelwood on the touchdown for the Triad Knights, and that'll make it 40-6. A juggernaut the Rail Splitters face tonight. 7:55 on the third quarter clock.
Roger Wolf to attempt the extra point.
Roger Wolf attempting the extra point. That'll be Nick Funk on the placement. Here's the snap, and the boot looks good.
No good.
Off to the right side. It was long enough and high enough, but he didn't have the bullseye. So the score will remain 40-6 with 7:55 left in the third quarter. Rail Splitters trail it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And the Knights will kick it away after they score that touchdown, 40-6. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Perry Weinbrenner and his crew out there with all your construction equipment. Roger Wolf will kick it away for the Triad Knights. Decker and Carson back deep for the Rail Splitters. Some of the guys that are up in case the kick is short are Kanae Carson and Jaden Ledley and Scott Batten in case it's a short kick. Otherwise, it's either going to be Isaac Decker or Keon Carson. And here's the boot by Roger Wolf. And it's going to be a long one this time. And there we go. Nice job. Now they pitch it in the backfield, but they read that one. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance, first down for the Rail Splitters at their own 18-yard line. Rail Splitters tried a little bit of trickery on the kickoff, but it didn't work.
Yeah, he just turned around and pitched it to the guy right behind him. I didn't see which one it was, but the kick team got downfield in a hurry and didn't have much time to get a good run at it.
Okay. Yeah, good kickoff team, Coach. You would know better than me. They keep their zones coming down, and they had it pretty well covered.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You get assigned lanes, and you need to stay in your lane because if the ball comes there, that's your play. And usually breakdowns is when people don't stay in their own lanes and results in big returns. 1st
and 10 for the Splitters at their own 19. Polis fires it out. Batten, that ball was tipped, and Batten, nice concentration, and he catches the football. It was a down and stop, and he spun around at the 24-yard line, but then he had to go back and get it because the ball got tipped. But a 5-yard pickup for the Rail Splitters, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, nice play by Scotty Batten. That's why he's going to play in college, because he can do things like that. But the big 5-yard on his first reception of the night.
Polis out of the gun. He's got Gandolfi behind him. He's going to throw again. He's got some time. Now he wants to run, but no, he's still on his feet. Back pedals, throws it up a hill, baby. Almost had him. He was backpedaling when he threw that pass to Scott Batten.
Well, I don't know how he found him in the first place downfield because he was scrambling for his life back there, and the thought he was going to run it for a minute, and then that wasn't going to work, and he found him. Somehow saw Batten down there, but just kind of overthrew him a little bit.
3rd and 5 for the Rail Splitters. Yeah, that's a miraculous that he even got the pass off, and then Batten almost caught it. It would have been a tough catch running across field. Batten lines up again here on the near side. Looks like that's Decker in the slot out there. Gandolfi on the right side of Polis. He's got the snap. Rolls out to his right. Throws it up ahead. Oh, almost picked off. Intended receiver out there, I believe, was Keon Carson.
Incomplete.
Yeah, they do a nice job of covering the field. They play a nice zones defense there, and the defender, it's hard to find an open receiver there, and he tried to get it in, as you said, to Carson, but the linebacker out there on the coverage got a hand on it.
Jaden Ledley going to have to boot it away. It'll be Isaac Decker on the long snap. 7:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Lincoln trails at 40-6. Decker gets ready for the snap. As you said, we got to watch out for the guy that closes in on Ledley. He's got it. He still gets it away.
Oh, he knocked him down. Throw the flag. Throw the flag.
Yeah. Oh, man, and he's hurt. Boy, well, you're just wide open game there.
Yeah.
Penalty on the kick.
That's why they got the...
Turned by Wolf.
Yeah, I didn't even look to see where the ball landed. I just had my eyes on Ledley.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if they were going to throw a flag. Thank goodness they did, but that's not much consolation for Ledley, who's down there on the turf right now.
Well, you predicted that, Coach. You'd seen that guy coming in on the punts, and that time he got to Ledley, and let's hope he can get up and walk off the field. He's sitting up talking.
Yeah.
6:57 left on the 3rd quarter clock.
They don't put any pressure in the middle. I would think one of those up backs, we've got 3 of them now there. You'd think one of them would slide out there and nail that guy coming in.
Official going down to see what's going on.
The ball on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Railers.
Well, he was getting his flag. Now they're helping Jaden up. He's a junior. And he's going to, he hops up. He's a little gingerly, but he's coming off the field in good shape.
Yeah, he's going to be okay.
He's young and he's tough. 4th, ball at the
first down.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. I was so worried about Ledley, I lost track of the rest of the game, but at the 39, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. Near side hash mark. Polis out of that wing formation, looks to the right. Now he hands off Gandolfi up the middle, and Gandolfi does his job, fights his way out Got about a 4-yard pickup to the 43 from the 39. So that'll be 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters at the 43-yard line. Gandolfi, a senior, got the start tonight as one of the 4 captains.
43-yard line. 2nd down 6 for the Railers.
Schilling splits out wide to the right. Polis out of the gun in the wing formation, gets the snap, and he's going to throw. Got a long, that's Scott Batten.
He's got it. He's got it.
What a catch. He was grappling with the defender, and good job of pushing off of him. And a beautiful pass by Elijah Polis.
Yeah.
After all that work by Batten fighting for position, Polis put that pass right on the money at the 20-yard line.
7-yard pass complete.
That was Batten got open down there, and just as the defender came, stuck his hand up a little. Didn't really push off, but he just kind of used that hand to keep that little distance, and made a great catch down there on the 20.
And that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's really the way we like it, baby. Out of the gun. Batten goes in motion. Comes to the right side. Got the snap. Polis. Now he throws it back across the field.
Oh.
And that player is stacked up.
That was 69.
69.
That's a lineman. That's Wyatt Momman.
I guess if you tell the official he's going to receive, it's legal. Yeah.
Well, he's on the line at the end of the line, and that's the main thing. Nobody was covering him, and
Wyatt Momman.
Unfortunately, it was a 5-yard loss.
That was a good tackle because Mama's a sophomore, 6'2", 200, and that was a textbook tackle.
Yeah.
2nd now and 15. 5-yard loss on that play. Here's the snap to Polis, and he's going to throw it long to Scott Batten in the end zone.
Touchdown.
He's got it, baby. Nice catch. What a catch by Scott Batten, and Polis, credit him again. He puts those passes, Coach, right on the button.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a nice arm, man. We've talked all year about his strength in his arm, and he put that down there, and Batten got behind the defender down deep in the back part of the end zone and made a great catch for the touchdown.
40-12 now, and Lincoln will go for the 2-point conversion. What a nice play for the Rail Splitters with 5:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Polis comes up under center, rolls out, looks for the end zone, going to keep it himself, and he's in. Yes. 2-point conversion for the Rail Splitters. Polis, smart player, makes the nice pass to Scott Batten for the touchdown, and then takes in the 2-point conversion. 40-14 now. Rail Splitters with a big touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Its best. 2 nice passing plays and then a 2-point conversion for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that was all set up by the roughing the kicker on the punt. Lincoln was punting it away and got to retain the ball, and then, as you said, a couple of nice passes downfield, and they're in the end zone.
The kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, and Keon Carson will kick it away for the Rail Splitters. He's got the whistle. Here's the approach and the boot. Onside kick.
No.
They've got it. Nice play there by the Knights player. That was a tough one-hop catch, but he made the play.
Yeah, number 17.
Kick recovered by 17, Max Keys.
Yeah, Max Keys. He made a nice play there and got great field position to them, almost to midfield on that onside kick by the Railers, trying to get the ball back. But that last drive by the Railers, it was Elijah Polis and Scotty Batten on the pass plays, and nice offense by the Railers. Now, if the defense could make a stop or two, possibly get ourselves back into this game down 40-14.
Triad comes to the line, 1st and 10 for them.
$1 Gatorade and sodas at the concession stand right now. $1 Gatorade and sodas
at their own 48-yard line. Funk up under center. Had a man in motion. Now he wants to throw. Pops up. Throws it long and incomplete. Good coverage out there by Scott Batten on the intended receiver. Second and 10 at their own 48-yard line for the Knights of Triad.
Bob, I was just about ready to put my headset down and head to the concession stand, and they said $1.
$1 for everything.
Or whatever, I don't know, but for $1, I'd buy something.
Yeah. They place the ball back at the 48. Triad comes to the line of scrimmage. Funk up under center. And, good job of the Rail Splitters. Holy smokes.
That's Walkendorf, main hit. There's several players in there, but he made the initial hit.
He wrapped him up, Justin Walkendorf.
And Maman on the tackle.
Maman also there for the Rail Splitters. And that's a 2-yard loss.
Third down and 12.
Again, the Railers have done a pretty good job defending between the tackles. It's when they slide off tackle and outside that they have big plays.
Ball at the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 12, 3rd and a dozen. And when we say Nick Funk comes up under center, you mentioned it, he's pretty much hidden down there.
Yeah, it's hard to see him, and it's hard to see what he does with the ball initially.
Man in motion. Here's the snap. Good job there. But the Rail Splitters couldn't get the man with the football.
He's outside the tackle, and there's the big yardage.
Had some good penetration, but they couldn't
Jason Randall.
Get Randall. Ball at looks like the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Triad Knights. 4:09 clock on the move in the third quarter.
And that's happened several times tonight, Bob. The Railers have gotten him in a third and medium or long situation and a chance to maybe force a punt, and they've gotten the first down on third down many times.
This time Funk huddles them up. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Wing formation. Here we go. And the Rail Splitters do a good job of stopping it. Trying to pick out who that first guy was there for Lincoln.
Funk the keeper.
That's Gandolfi.
Down for no gain by Tony Gandolfi.
He comes off the defensive end on the left side. Justin Walkendorf's on the right side. Ball at the 39-yard line. 2nd down for Triad. 2nd and 10. Nailed him right at the line of scrimmage. They break the huddle, come up over the football, and Funk will go up under center. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff right side at the 35 to the 30 flag.
Yeah, I thought they hoped they would get
nice flag there.
11.
Runner out at the 20.
Penalty flag on the play.
That'll come back. That was holding there. Gandolfi was trying to get separated from him, and he was hanging on to him, and he couldn't get away.
That was Hazelwood on the run, but ball's going to come back. That was a 2nd and 10 from the 39.
Holding. The call against Triad.
Let's see where that backs him up to. It'll be from, back to the 41. So it'll be second down still in 12.
On the spot of the foul, 2nd down and 12.
Near side hash mark. 2nd and a dozen for Triad. 2:52 on the third quarter clock. Score, Triad 40, Lincoln 14. Center up over the football. Funk up under center now. Man in motion. Oh, nice job.
Walkendorf hit. Walkendorf made the first hit, and then it was Johnson.
Came knifing in from his linebacker
Tate
position.
Johnston in.
Yeah.
The freshman helping.
Tate Johnson and Justin Walkendorf on the stop. No gain.
3rd and 12 now.
And here we are again. We've been here many times. 3rd and long, and if you can hold them to a short yardage, you could force a punt.
He might pop up and look for that long pass to Sigliana. Here he is, split out to the right side.
Turned it in. Good job.
Good job there. I was looking at the wide receiver, and the ball went to the inside on the tackle.
He tried to get outside, and a defender out there, and I couldn't see the number who it was, forced him back to the inside where he had help.
Dan Dolphy got the tackle.
Just a 2-yard pickup.
At the 39. So 4th down now. No doubt they'll go for it.
Yeah, they might punt. They might not punt.
Yeah.
With a 40-14 lead, you'd think they'd probably punt, but they may just take a penalty to move back 5 and then punt.
Well, they're running down that play clock.
Yeah.
They're going to take the penalty. And there's the play clock penalty.
And then they'll bring in their punt team.
All right, good job of the Lincoln defense with 1:17 left in the third quarter.
5-yard penalty.
We're getting the football left. And it was said before the game, this team has got a lot of heart. They never give up no matter what the score is.
Yeah, it'd be nice to put some more scores on the board here. And with just over a quarter to go and down by 26 points, it'd be a long comeback.
Keon Carson back. Here's the punt.
Oh
no. Oh, no. That was Roger Wolf, and one of the Railer players came back and floored him, and he knew it.
Evan Maynard, I think, is the one who come back through there and hit him. And
well, it's instinct to come back. You get that far, and you can't do that to the kicker because he's open game.
No. I mean, that happened, and we got an opportunity the same way and went down and scored, and now we give the same opportunity right back. And we had a chance for an offensive possession, and we just gave it away.
Yeah, well, the Lincoln fans, they pretty much know it. Some of them in the crowd don't like it, but it was the evidence was right there.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
You can't argue the call. It's just unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, 15-yard penalty.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Triad at the 29. Go ahead, Coach.
I don't think Lincoln's had that penalty all year long. They haven't roughed a kicker all year long that I can recall, and here in a critical situation, we do it.
But it was so obvious, it had to be made. Nick Funk's going to operate again, up under center. Funk's got the snap, hands off, good surge by the line. And a gain for Triad. Going to be at around the 23-yard line, 6-yard pickup. Clock running down here at the end of the third quarter, 50 seconds. Ball at the Lincoln 23-yard line.
Funny, off the penalty on the roughing the kicker, I never did see how good the punt was, where it went.
I didn't either. 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Funk wants to pass. Got time up the middle. Dropped it.
Had it and dropped it.
Put it right on the money, but that's tough when immediately you got a guy hanging on you.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and a fever now for Triad. That was Kenai Carson on the coverage.
Yeah, he come up a little game there, but he's a gamer too. He'll stay in.
Yeah, he's no guy going anywhere. Shakes off whatever is hurting him. Bent over a little bit. Now he stands up. He's only a sophomore.
Right.
He's brother Keon. 3rd and 5 now for Triad. Funk might just keep it himself. Here's the snap.
Missed.
Man, we had him. And he gets away for a 1st down. That was another running back. It wasn't Funk.
No. Gandolfi almost had him, but he was being blocked at the same time and just couldn't quite hang on. And he got around the corner for the big yardage in the 1st down.
Pickup to the 11-yard line, 1st down, Triad.
That'll move the chains to the 11. That's pretty much going to run out the third quarter clock with the score, Triad 40, Rail Splitters 14. We just got to wait for the clock to run down for the end of the third quarter. 40-14. Lincoln had their chance there, but the roughing the kicker, which was pretty obvious, and that ruined that chance. So at the end of 3 quarters, 40-14, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get out your you have that winning ticket, please come to the press box to collect your money, $175. And I've also been told half-price sandwiches at the concession stand.
Spitter football on 96.3 on a Friday night, Coach, and 1 quarter to go with the score 40-14, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Triad at the Lincoln 11-yard line.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door again here to start this 4th quarter. Coach Sokowski's not pleased with something down there. He's talking with the officials.
Lincoln players getting out there. Kenai Carson. Still talking to the officials. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I can't read lips. I got the binoculars on him, but I can't tell what they're saying.
Back of his head, do you?
Yeah, I know. I can't see a mouth. Anyway.
Well, I guess they got him.
He's not happy, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, roll on. 1st and 10 at the 11. Nick Funk and the Triad Knights. Funk will come up under center. Got the snap. Going to keep it himself off right tackle. They got a good surge off that right side. He may be inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think so.
Or right at the 5. Right at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
So that's a 6-yard pickup. 2nd and 5. Well, if it's 2nd and 5, that's a touchdown. Must be at the 6.
I think they get inside the 1 for a 1st down, maybe.
Here comes Funk up under center, 2nd down. Hands off to one of his running backs.
I think he's in.
He's in for the touchdown. That'll make it 46-14 with 11:13 left in the 4th quarter.
5-yard touchdown run, number 11, Jason Randall.
Jason Randall with the touchdown for the Knights. And Roger Wolf will attempt the extra point.
Roger Wolf to attempt the extra point.
Funk will be the placement after the snap. There's the placement, the boot, and it is off to the left side.
And the kick is no good.
Score will remain Triad 46, Lincoln 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Perry Weinbrenner and his crew out there. And here comes Wolf, and he boots it away to Isaac Decker. Decker up to the 20, 25, 30. Decker on the run at the 35. Still on his feet, tripped up across the 42-yard line. Nice job there.
Yeah, I think Decker showed some speed there. He just kind of turned it on, Bob, and just about broke through. Had a couple of defenders left, and they got him. Otherwise, he'd have gone all the way.
Well, you know, the good thing, Coach Keon Carson and Isaac Decker will be back next year to bring those balls upfield. Ball at the 44.
There'll be a lot of guys coming back next year. We'll lose some good seniors, but some good returners, too.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. O'Donohue, the snap. Here's the pass by Polis to Keon Carson, and that's close. I think that's going to be a first down.
Pass complete to Keon Carson.
Down to the 46. That sure looks like it.
Got to be a first down. Ball, at the 46. No doubt. They got to move the chains.
Yes.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down.
That's a first down for the Railers.
Took them a long time to decide.
Yeah.
Railers ready to go, and they haven't even set the stakes. There they go.
There's the snap. Fake, now run.
We got tipped.
Side. Oh, boy. That was a dangerous play out there, but it was incomplete.
I think it got tipped a little bit at the line, Bob, and the Railer receivers down there became defenders and knocked that ball loose. Otherwise, it could have been intercepted.
Yeah, Elijah thought about running with it for a second, and then he gunned it over there, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rail Splitters. At the Triad 46-yard line, Batten split wide to the left on the wide side of the field. Schilling here on the near side. Gandolfi may get the call. And now he's going to be sent out into the slot. Here's a snap to Polis. Polis rolls out to his right. Get a little bit of time. Oh, boy. Pass interference there, and no call. Came up on the back of the Lincoln player. He had his hands on the football.
I was going to say there's no official around there, but here he is right here in front of the Lincoln bench, and he didn't make a call.
That looked pretty obvious to me, but they're not going to call it.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Rail Splitters at the 46-yard line. 10:49 on the clock. They stopped it after the incompletion. Big play here for Lincoln to keep this drive going. But they're in 2-down territory. Polis has got the snap. Steps up in the pocket, throws it long.
Yes.
Keon Carson!
Get in. He's in. Yes.
Yeah. Nice play, Coach. 54-yard pass play. Keon Carson, the speedster, got out there, got open. And again, Elijah Polis puts that ball right on the money for the touchdown. 46-20.
And he was under a lot of pressure, too. You know, I'm sure he's going to get it off, and he did, and they got it over the defender. Carson got behind the defender, and we caught the ball in stride and got tripped up, but dove into the end zone.
Yeah, Polis stepped up into what pocket he had left, and what a pass. Right on the money to the flying Keon Carson. Here's the pass into the end zone. Oh, almost. It was knocked down. That stopped the 2-point conversion, but the score, Triad Knights 46, Lincoln Rail Splitters 20. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Of the year.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football, and it's an exciting ball game. Even though it's 46-20, the Rail Splitters don't ever give up the ship. Keon Carson going to kick it away. He just scored the touchdown, and it's going to be a Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. And Keon's just got to wait for the whistle, and he'll kick it away from his own 40-yard line. Here we go. Here's the approach. Boot from the 40. That's a long kick. Down to the 12, up to the 15, 20, 25, 30, and finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That was
Peyton Johnson.
Peyton Johnson on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Nice tackle there by Peyton Johnson. Where's the number 17? Randall on the return for Triad.
Peyton Johnson's a junior, so he'll be back next year too, Bob.
There's the moon, Coach.
Where?
Right up through the
There,
clouds.
yeah.
1st and 10 for Triad at the 35. It was a full moon the other day, but it's,
It's starting to fade a little.
yeah,
That's a good part of it.
the Hunter's moon. 10:37 left for the ball game. 46-20. Lincoln defense is going to have to hold again. Funk up under center. Man goes in motion. Hands off to the first guy through. Stays on his feet and gets out about 7-8 yards. Quite a few Railers there to take him down.
Well, things haven't changed. They still get a good push up front from their offensive linemen, their big offensive linemen, and push the Railers back and pick up 8 on the first down.
Ball carrier.
Johnston, the freshman,
Pick up 8.
inside linebacker, is one of the guys there on the tackle for Lincoln. Ball at the Triad 43-yard line, 2nd and 2. 10 minutes left for the ball game, 46-20. Ball's in the middle of the field. Funk comes up under center. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself. Come around the left side. He's got a first down before he's knocked down. Tackle there made by
I think it's Tate Johnson
Tate
and
Johnson.
Walkendorf, I think. No,
Isaac Ackerman on the carry.
Decker.
Decker. A little shook up, but he gets back up.
The
1st and 10 for the
47-yard
Knights.
line. First down, Triad.
Still in their own territory at the 47-yard line.
Well, they're in no hurry now. They're huddling up, what they did not do earlier in the game, but they're huddling up now, taking their time, letting that play clock run down.
Funk up under center. Man in motion. He hands off to him out of the backfield. He's at the midfield stripe and across. About a 5-yard pickup there. Oh, 3 yards. Only 3.
The ball's right at midfield now. 2nd down. And
2nd and 7. Good passing yardage tonight for Polis.
yeah, we unofficially have him for 189.
189 yards passing, in case anybody wants to know that. Right at the midfield stripe. 2nd and 7. Hand off, a big guy coming out of the backfield that time. The Railers stopping short of a first down.
I'm not sure we've seen him carry the ball yet tonight, Bob, but yeah, he's a big fullback type player.
That was a number 42. See if I can find him on here.
5, 3rd down 2.
Owen Droy, sophomore, 6'1", 190. Usually plays defensive end. They brought him in there for the surge to the 45, where it's 3rd and 2 for the Triad Knights. They lead at 46-20. 8 minutes left for the football game. They come to the line of scrimmage. Nick Funk up under center. Man in motion, hands it to him. Up the middle, nice hole there opened up, and he got a first down. Across the 40. Oop, little gamesmanship out there in the backfield, earned a flag.
Something tells me it's going to go against the Railers.
I think so.
McDean needs the ball carrier again, and again a penalty play.
That's
Gandolfi and
their big 6'7" lineman.
Gandolfi just knocked him down for good measure.
Well, you know, he gets on him and blocks him, and just, I mean, he's doing a good job blocking, and it's frustrating, and Tony Gandolfi just let that frustration get to him, and I didn't see exactly what he did, but whatever it did, it drew the flag.
Well, I saw it. He knocked him down.
Okay, yeah. Well,
He got up underneath him and floored him.
Penalties and replay.
that's frustration, you know, that's frustration from him coming in, and things haven't gone so well tonight. Coach is talking to him a little bit
Yeah.
on the sideline.
Didn't kick him out of the game.
Oh, no.
Ball at the 45. So, did they assess the penalty, or they didn't assess any penalty? Still 3rd and 2 at the 45.
I don't know. Maybe it was offsetting. Maybe they called one on both teams.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see the signal, but that's
Must have been.
the logical, yeah.
Yeah. Funk up under center. Man in motion, got the snap, hands off to him. Good defense by the Rail. Come on, baby.
Keep driving.
Yeah, they stopped him.
Good gang tackling.
Nice. First guy there was 21 for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah.
Tate Johnston.
Nathan Matheny.
Nice job.
Yeah, there's a couple others, and then Batten finished him off at the end.
Knocked him back to the
Loss of about a yard.
loss of a yard at the 46. 4th and 3 now. And they're going to punt it away. Roger Wolf comes in to punt it. Keon Carson back deep for the Rail Splitters.
It's a passing situation, but maybe. Pay attention.
Here's the snap.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he wants to run with it. Come on,
they
get him. No, he got away at the 40, 35, 30, and they finally take him down.
That's a great tackle there.
Jaden Ledley makes the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
Great open field tackle, but they had him stopped in the backfield. When they spread those two receivers out, you could tell something was coming, and
You knew it, Coach.
they had him stopped, and he got away.
Coach Schweitzer called it. He smelled a skunk in the room, and there it was down to the 17.
Well, that's unfortunate because I thought the Railers were going to get a possession and a chance to score another one. Now it's going to be the opposite, unfortunately. But you never know. Defense has played good at times tonight, and just not good enough.
1st and 10 at the 17. They got a new quarterback in there. Here's the snap, and he's going to keep it himself. Now he pitches it outside. A nice tackle for the Rail Splitters. That was number 10 in their quarterback now.
Gallo, the ball carrier.
Was that
Down by Isaac Decker.
Decker? Yeah, Decker. Nice open field tackle, one-on-one tackle. Good job.
Ackman. I can't see. It's too dark.
Decker's only a junior. He's playing well.
Yeah. Isaac Ackerman in there at quarterback now.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't have it subbed sooner and earlier, Bob, because they got a playoff game next Friday or Saturday.
Oh, yeah. This guy's a freshman. Isaac Ackerman. He's got the snap. Hands off. The Railers, good job there, taking down. It was 2nd and 9. Now it's 3rd down.
Gallo, the ball carrier again.
Gallo, the ball carrier. You got a new ball carrier in there. Ball's at the
A couple, 3rd down and
just
7.
a football link inside the 15. 3rd and 7. And the freshman quarterback in there, Isaac Ackerman.
I didn't see any freshmen on their roster until you said that, and I do see he's in there now. He's a freshman. Only one they list, a 5'9", 160-pounder.
Looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he goes up under center. He's got the snap. Whoa, he got out of there. Got to stop him. And we do at the 15. Is that the 10?
Oh, there's a flag down.
Close to a first down.
It's going to be a hold against the Knights of Triad.
Well, that's good for us because that's awful close to a first down on that run. 10-yard penalty. That's going to take them all the way back to 23-yard line. 4:41 left of the game.
Moves the ball back to the
Lincoln holds it. They got another shot at another offensive series.
3rd and about 16.
3rd and 16 at the 23. Now they start the clock back up. They'll just let the play clock run down. Now they're running players in and out. 7 seconds on the play clock, and now they quickly come to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they'll get this off. There's the snap. Freshman keeps it, runs out to the right, and Batten takes him down. Scott Batten wouldn't have any of that. He got 6 yards, and then he took him down.
They tried to get to the outside, and Batten, as you said, wouldn't have any of that. He closed in a hurry and made a nice open field tackle.
So that's 4th down now with 4 minutes.
It's nice to have some speed in your secondary, Bob, and Lincoln's got a little bit back there.
Took him down. It looks like, what, the 17? Yeah, 4th and 9 at the 17. Yeah, he was on him like a cheetah. He wasn't going anywhere. Ackerman comes back to the line of scrimmage, 4th and 9. Railers got to make another stop here. They're just letting the clock run down. Now he comes up under center. Ackerman got the snap, pitches it in the backfield, and he's taken down at the 15 on the tackle.
That was Decker.
Isaac Decker on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. So it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters.
Over on downs, first down Railers.
Looks like at the 15, Coach. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters.
Yep. Just inside the 15, a long way from the end zone, but they've got the possession here with a little over 3 minutes to go in the game.
We hit one of our receivers with one of those long bombs. We can get out of here. Polis out of the gun. Got a man in the slot on both sides. Polis looking to his left. Now he runs out of harm's way, runs into his own player. Now he throws it up ahead, and it's complete. Let's see who that is. Looked like it was complete.
Yeah, that's 11. That's
complete to Schilling.
Trey Schilling.
Up of about 4, second down and 6.
4-yard pass play. 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters. Polis quickly throws it up ahead. It's dropped. That's one of those plays where you take off running before you catch it.
Yep.
3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Thank you again to Dr. Kristen Morrow donating the pink socks.
And that's what happens,
for breast cancer awareness.
You're anxious to take off running, and you got to hang on to that ball first. 3rd and 6. Polis has got it. Looks. Now he's going to fire it on the sideline to Schilling.
He dropped it. I don't think he caught it. Did he catch it and hang on? I think he did.
He did. And he stepped out of bounds and stopped the clock.
I thought it came loose. So good job.
So that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. They'll have to move the chains. Ball spotted across the 20.
31-yard line, first down Railers.
Pardon me, the 30, the 31-yard line.
That was a 13-yarder.
Nice play there. Oh, now a flag. What the heck? They're just standing around and they're throwing flags.
You know, from here you never know if something said or what's going on. Yeah.
It's against
Triad.
Well, we'll take it, whatever it was.
Well, I saw the signal, but I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's 15 yards. That's what it means.
45, up to the 45 now. Well, that was interesting. To the 46. First and Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 46.
Penalty against Triad.
Polis out of the gun.
The 46-yard line, first down Railers.
Here's the snap. He's got time. Going to throw it long. Yeah. Touchdown, Rail Splitters. Who is that?
That was Carson.
Keon Carson threw the bomb to him. What an arm on Polis. That's 4 passes that right on the money. 5 passes right on the money in this game. He's over 200 yards now passing.
That was a 54-yarder. I got him for 260 now with that 54-yard pass.
Wow. That's 26 points on the board for the Rail Splitters. 46-26. 2:31 left in the game. We'll go for the 2-point conversion. How many yards do you say he's got passing? I
got him down for unofficially 260.
260.
That was a 54-yarder.
And he could start his own airlines. 260 yards passing for Elijah Polis. Polis up under center. O'Donohue snaps it. Handoff right side. Gandolfi. He's in for the 2. 46-28. Rail Splitters trail it, but they're very exciting here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night, and the kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Perry Weinbrenner and the crew got all the equipment you need. Keon Carson's going to kick it away for the Rail Splitters. 2:31 left for the game, and Coach, what an exciting play. Elijah Polis to Keon Carson.
Yeah, big passing offense is what's gotten Lincoln some scores tonight, and that was another one. And as you said, Polis just has a great arm and can put the ball right on the spot when he has time, and he didn't have much time because he's getting a lot of pressure, and he's still able to find an open receiver.
He keeps a cool head, and Keon Carson with the kick. Onside. Is high. Tipped up ahead. A smart play there by the Triad player. It was going up over his head, so he reached up and tipped it up ahead to gain some yardage from the tip.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Railers didn't see that, or just they were going down and couldn't stop and retreat, to get back to the ball, and they only had one guy there, the guy that tipped it, to recover it, and he did. And unfortunately, they're going to have it on the 44.
Begins on their own.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was a smart play.
Well,
he knew he couldn't grab it, so he just tipped it up ahead, and then he dove on it.
The only bad thing is it's a live ball once he tips it like that, and unfortunately the Railers weren't able to get back and have a shot at it. But yeah, worked out good for them.
2:29 left for the game. Isaac Ackerman, the freshman at quarterback, goes up under center. Man in motion, gets the snap. Oh, boy, the Railers tie him up. They just hog-tied him right there at the line of scrimmage.
Looks kind of like a rugby scrum out there, the way it goes.
Yeah.
The Railers are doing a good job of stopping it, and I think Lincoln's going to take a timeout here, I think.
Yeah, that was...
loss of a yard, second down
kid's
and
11.
A
senior. He's in there that made the tackle.
Timeout, Railers.
Sorry,
Elijah Powell is 2 yards from tying Harnick's single season passing yard record. 3 to break it.
Gavin Gibbons was on the tackle there. Senior, exciting for him as he gets in there.
We just we got some information that Elijah Polis is within a couple yards of setting the single season passing record for yardage, and the record holder right now is one of his coach, Jason Harnicky, assistant and offensive coordinator here for the Railers.
And Harnicky, probably one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever played here at Lincoln. He's at least in my top 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's obviously a great player and a good coach, great coach too. And I don't know that Polis is going to get a chance to break the record since the ball is in the hands of the of the Knights, but if he gets a chance, I'm sure he's going to have a couple chances to throw the ball and complete the pass. 2 yards to tie and 3 to break the record. Ball's
at the Lincoln 45-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Triad Knights.
So would it be interesting if we get a possession if Coach Harnicky calls a run instead of a pass?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's aware that they...
I think he'd be pleased and happy if his record gets broken.
Yeah. Here we go. Triad to the line of scrimmage. 2:23 left on the fourth quarter clock. 46-28 the score. Isaac Ackerman, the freshman, up under center. Oh, they moved in the backfield.
Yeah, they got a lot of new players in there right now, Bob. And
how's that song go? Backfield in motion.
Is that how it
I'm not a very good singer.
I noticed. Yeah, I mean, no, you give it a shot. That's all right.
Well, that's all you can.
You knew the lyrics.
Ball back to the 50-yard line.
2nd down, 16.
2nd and 16. Well, I heard that on the jukebox somewhere. 2nd and 16 at the 50. 2:23 left of the game. Triad to the line of scrimmage. And the freshman, Isaac Ackerman, up under center. He's got the snap. Hands it to his tailback. Right side. Whoa, man. Nice hit there by one of the Rail Splitters. And now we got a little more gamesmanship out there.
I think that was... no, that's not what I thought it was. That was... what's that?
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Shot by Isaac Decker.
Isaac Decker on the tackle. 3rd and 16.
Timeout, Lincoln.
Timeout, Rail Splitters, and we'll take a 30-second timeout. Score, Triad 46, Lincoln 28, 2:14 left for the fourth quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 16 for Triad at the 50-yard line. They've got their freshman quarterback in there. As Coach said, they changed a lot of guys out because they'll be in the playoffs. When is next Saturday?
Well, it's Friday or Saturday is when the playoffs start. Depends on the teams, but yeah, one of those two.
Ball at the 50, 3rd and 16. They're going to let that play clock run down. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. Ackerman talking to one of his running backs. Looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he comes up under center. Ackerman's got the snap, and a good job by the Rail Splitters. Did they get the football?
No, he's still running with it, and they put the pressure on. They got him for a big loss.
Okay.
Lincoln's going to take their 3rd and final timeout here, probably with 2:05 left on the clock, and it's going to be 4th and forever for Triad, so they'll come in and punt the ball away, and the Railers will get the possession.
I think that was Hayden Allen on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Keon Carson going to go back to receive the punt. Coach wants to come out and talk to the players real quick.
My guess is he's saying don't rough the punter.
Justin Powell out there. Hayden Allen's done a good job here late. And Polis, as you said, with 260 yards passing.
Yeah, that's our unofficial number, so it probably could be off a little, but they've got official stats somewhere, and that's the word we got was that he was close to breaking a record.
At one time, we were down 40-6, and we have outscored them 22-6 here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we're talking more about a record than we are about getting a win, but we're not going to get a win tonight, unfortunately, with 2:05 left and down by 18 points. But the Railers have come back, and as you said, they didn't quit, they didn't give up, and they've battled here and kept the score respectable.
Roger Wolf will punt it away. Keon Carson back for the Rail Splitters. Here's the snap, the punt, end over end, and Keon's going to grab it. Well, he is surrounded by, there's nobody there to block for him. There's about 5 or 6 Triad players there, and it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, deep in Lincoln territory.
First down, Railers.
The 13-yard line. Minute 59 for the Rail Splitters. Can Elijah Polis work the magic again with another long pass?
Looked like Carson kind of slipped there as he was feeling that ball, Bob, and as he got his footing back, there was 3 white shirts there to take him down. Deep in Lincoln territory, they're going to start inside the 15 on about the 13-yard line.
He showed a lot of guts just grabbing that football. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Polis out of the gun. He's got the snap, throws it out. He's got his man along the sideline. Still on his feet, looking for the out-of-bounds marker. It's going to be a first down. I couldn't pick up who that was.
Is that Decker, maybe?
Pass complete to Isaac Decker.
Yeah.
Isaac Decker and a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters.
Elijah Wallace has broken Coach Hartke's single-season passing yardage record.
There it is. They just made the official announcement. There's the snap to Polis. Polis throws it to Keon, incomplete.
Pass intended for Keon Carson, incomplete.
So Harnicke's record's been broken on that last pass play to Isaac Decker. Over 260-some yards.
272 is our official stat.
Polis out of the gun, a minute 43 left, 2nd and 10. Here's the snap to Polis. Rolls to his right, a lot of pressure, and he's going to go down. 3 players were there to take him down. 3rd down now for the Rail Splitters. Big loss there on that play.
Polis sacked at the 15.
Wow, 10-yard loss, yeah.
Still got 2 more plays.
Well, they're out of timeouts and won't be able to stop the clock, so it's going to just keep on running.
2nd and 20. Polis out of the shotgun. Got the snap from O'Donohue. Now he'll throw it long along the sideline. He just threw that away. He wasn't trying to hit anybody there. He just threw that thing
This is
away.
incomplete.
Well, I think maybe he just put it up in the air and hoped somebody could run under it, but there was good defense there. They had good coverage, and there was no chance for that completion. It's going to be 4th down now, minute 9 left.
Stop the clock.
They're at the 15, so they'll either gonna play.
4th and 20.
They're gonna run a play.
Polis out of the shotgun. He's just going to have to throw a bomb if he's got time to do it.
So it's
Throws it along the sideline, and that's it. Keon Carson, they were going to try and get him out there just to run. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Triad deep in Lincoln territory at around the 15-yard line. Maybe the 14.
Yeah, I think they actually lost a yard on that.
Ball at the 14. It'll be 1 minute left. They'll set the chains.
That's complete to Keon Carson. Not enough for the first down.
Well, they still
Turnover on downs and first down Triad at the 14-yard line.
Assume they'll just take a knee here and let the time run out.
Yeah, it looks like they're going into a victory formation. Ackerman will take the snap up under center. There we go. That'll run the clock out.
Well, Triad came in here, and with a 6-2 record, they're going to go out at 7-2, Bob, and they're a pretty potent team. I've been impressed with their size, and Lincoln played them pretty tough, I think, for the most part. Just couldn't stop the run to the outside.
No, they snap it one more time, and that's going to end it. Triad, they had that 46 lead, as we said, and then Lincoln came back and scored 22 points against their 6 here in the second half. Both teams walking off the field, no lineup to get ready to shake hands.
The halftime deficit was just too much to overcome, and unfortunately, instead of a 5-4, it's a 4-5 season, but still a good season for the Railers.
And as you said, Coach, we would have liked to have the victory, but we got one record broken in this game. That was Harnicke's record, broken by Elijah Polis for passing yardage. So the final score is going to be the Triad Knights 46, the Lincoln Rail Splitters 28. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, you can't beat it, Coach. Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night, and the moon's out, and the Lincoln Rail Splitters played their hearts out. And we do this at the end of every season. We wanted to say thank you to all the seniors. First of all, number 3, Scott Batten, played his last game out here. Nathan Ladage, number 4. Justin Powell, number 5. Elijah Polis, what a way to go out. Number 7, breaking his coach's record. Harnicke over 260 yards. Elijah Polis has. What'd you have him officially, Coach?
271 was our official.
Last game
unofficial.
Caden Osland, a senior. Tony Gandolfi leaves us, number 18. Justin Wackendorf, number 23, one of the captains. Gavin Givens, number 42. Number 52, Hayden Geldner. Number 71, Evan Maynard, and number 78, Hayden Allen. 11 seniors played their last game here at Hanlon Field tonight, and what a great job they've done to keep the program together. 11 guys that stuck with the program for 4 years.
Yeah, a lot of hard practices and tough times went in for those young men, and they're better young men for it, obviously.
So, as you said, Coach, Triad goes out here with a record of 7-2, and the Rail Splitters finished the season at 4-5. Just couldn't quite make that 5th victory, but that's all right. They did the best they could.
Well, it was an exciting season too. Won the first 2, and then lost 3 in a row before we beat Mattoon, and then lost a tough one at Effingham, and then a big win last week down at Taylorville, and set us up for an exciting week of getting ready for this game with some high expectations and a chance. If you win and go 5-4, that doesn't guarantee you the playoffs, but you got a good shot at it. And so as we lose some good seniors, we've got a lot of kids coming back, and hopefully some new ones coming in too. And next year looks like a possibility of getting some wins and getting enough to maybe make a playoff run.
Well, Coach, we want to wrap it up. We want to first of all thank General Manager Jim Ash. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do all this. And of course, along with all our fine sponsors that enable us to bring you Lincoln Rail Splitter football. And the fans are still milling around out there, Coach. Look at that. A lot of fans showed up tonight, and none of them left. They stayed around to watch the end of this season come to an end here at Hanlon Field. Of course, we want to thank Winnie Ransdell back at the station. She did a great job this year of running the board and keeping us on the air. I want to thank Lloyd Kirby. We couldn't do it without Lloyd. He sets up all the equipment, and he streams the game live to you, and sometimes he works as our chauffeur, along with you, Ken, taking us to the games on these long road trips in the Apollo. And, of course, I couldn't do it without you, Coach. Thanks a lot. Coach Ken Schweitzer, I don't know how many years we've been doing this together. We lost count.
Yeah, we did.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good football, some not so good football, but we've had a good time always. And, the Lincoln kids are still out there with the coaches talking to them. And, I'm sure they're talking about how proud they are of their effort. And, they never gave up, as you said.
They never gave it up. And thanks, of course, to the coaching staff for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. They do a great job of putting this program together, and we hope it continues for a long time and continues to get better.
Yeah, Coach Matt Sikowski is the head coach, and he's given us good information, getting us lineups and everything, and we appreciate all that also.
Well, sorry to report the final score was Triad. The Knights had 46 and the Rail Splitters had 28, but they made a great run at it at the end of the game. So we'll see you next August, at the end of August, for the opener. It's Bob Verderber reporting. Thanks for listening. Final score, Triad 46, Lincoln Rail Splitters 28.